All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh
Bahashem,
Bahashem, Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
Baham,
Bahashem,
Yashakwadash.
Rakakwadash. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you brothers out there. And this is just like an open forum concerning prophecies with, divisions, wars, and, these elections. All right. And, there's a lot going on in this world. Okay. You just had this Iranian official get deleted, all right, through an airstrike that was allegedly, all right, because they didn't own up to it, by the IDF, all right, which is that's dealing with the Israeli Defense Forces, okay, and I was listening to the news on the radio, and these Iranians, they're already planning retaliation, okay. You also have more warfare, happening in Ukraine. All right, which that's obviously, dealing with Russia. Okay, we know that, you know, um, you have the U.S. and these other nations, backing up Ukraine. So what do you think is eventually going to happen? All right, you see, all these things are the beginning steps of World War III. Okay, then you have this whole situation, okay, with the elections, and everyone's divided right now about it. Okay, you got these extreme, far leftists that are, gonna vote for Kamala Harris. Well, she's a complete demon. All right, which they're all demons. All right, but I'll say it like this: at least Trump, he's more straightforward. You know,
Yeah.
like Kamala Harris, she's gonna do a lot of shady, moves, which he's been doing. All right, which we've been finding out here. You've been having a couple of brothers been doing research that really her forefathers go back to Esau. Okay, she's a her her people did a lot of mixing and mingling. Okay, but really she's really going back to Esau, and they're doing a great job hiding that information because they want to keep pushing that narrative that she's a quote unquote black woman when she's really not. And I'll say this: that's fooling a lot of you so-called black women out there. All right, you think that she's for you, that there's going to be a great change. Really, she's gonna if she gets elected, she's gonna really lock things down, man. She's gonna make your life a living hell. And then that's causing a lot of divisions. I know you were bringing it out, Lahab, with you were telling me you have well, first off, I'll say this: you got a lot of these people who were once Democrats now saying that they're for Trump 2024. You got that. I think you were telling me about how you had the alphabet community going against the Trump supporters. I forgot the exact situation. You'd have to expound on that one.
No, you actually had it was a couple situations. You had you had transsexuals protesting for Trump, because they accept it, like they try to act like they're more conservative and they have Christian values, which of course they do, because Christianity is nothing but a bunch of folly, man. But yeah, because what's that other politician that has a gay child, and they pretty much accept, I forget his name. Um, oh no, it's not a politician. I was thinking about fucking Elon Musk, because I think he's a Trump supporter, but he has a trans child, man. You know, uh, uh, it just goes to show you that they're really ass backwards, and it's in-house fighting. You got a lot of you got certain Democrats that say that, oh yeah, I'm leftist, I'm not liberal or whatever the hell, because they're divided as well. They don't support the things that Biden is doing, or even that Kamala's doing, because it hasn't been a ceasefire with the stuff that's going on over there in the Middle East with with them damn Arabs and the Muslim world and the little hats, man. So yeah, the Lord is really just is breaking this place down bit by bit on every level, man. All right. Those that were
I
at
got,
peace with each other. Go ahead.
no, you got it, Oxalaki. I was gonna get scripture for you, but you got it.
And I was just
Just
gonna
finish
quote the
off your
Obadiah.
statement.
Yeah, I was gonna quote the Obadiah with the where the Lord said that those those that were at peace with thee are confederate against thee now. You know, all allies that are on the table and they have a purse with Esau Edom or ally with Esau Edom, you know, or whatever in this wicked world. What the Lord is dividing you now, man. All right.
Yep. Yeah, the Lord said it that he's gonna bring divisions. If you can get that in Luke, but
Yep. Gotcha.
I got this in Mark though. Real quick, this is Mark chapter 3 verse 23, and it reads, and he called, and this is talking about Yahweh Shai, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. And that's basically what we're seeing right now through all this division, all right, in all aspects, okay, of life. This kingdom is really crumbling right before our eyes. You know, this is not the same, United States, all right, as it was in the 2000s, the 90s, all right, 80s, 70s, etc. You know what I'm saying? It's not the
Mm-hmm.
same anymore. People hate each other, okay? You know, people have all different views and opinions, all right? And everybody wants their specific way to be their way of life, all right? That standard of living, so to speak, okay? You know, and
Tears
this
for
is what's
Fears came
called.
in my head.
Let's say that again.
You know, I said the Tears for Fears song came in my head. Everybody wants to rule the world. So
Yeah,
like,
but yeah, no, it's the spirit though, man. You know, so but with all that being said, this is why you're seeing so much divisions out here. You know, but that's a good thing because the Lord said these things were gonna happen. Okay. By any chance, did you find that Luke? If not, I can find
yeah,
it.
yeah, I got this Luke 12 and 50. I was just looking for another precept. But this
God.
is Luke chapter 12, verse 50. It says, but I'm gonna just skip to 51. It's actually no, I'm gonna start at 49. This is Luke 12 and 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will if it be already kindled? So
Yeah.
the Lord has already told you how is it gonna be kindled. You know, it's gonna be kindled in the spots of chaos and judgment. All right. So before the Lord even gets here to put the finishing touches on this place of destruction, He's already gonna have calamities going on, man. He's already gonna have certain judgments going on to where you're gonna go to certain cities, like it says, as if a man leaned his hand on the wall and then a serpent bit him. You know, it's gonna be complete chaos and mayhem, starting with the financial districts. Aside from that, the famines that are gonna come and the people uh, um getting over on one another. All right, backstabber. All right, like thinking of that one movie, Malcolm X. When Malcolm X, you had Denzel Washington's character. He's like, well, everybody on the outside is cons. And what is a con? You know, Esau is programming everybody to have that nigger crab in a barrel spirit to get over on one another, man. You know, to have your way. They're always looking for an angle. You know, even if the nicest little liberal person that were, oh yeah, I trust this person with tattoos because they're kind of smooth, they don't judge me. That person's gonna be looking to get over on you in that day because it says it in the scriptures, man. But I'm gonna finish it out. It
I,
says,
I was
but
gonna say too. You're seeing that fire. You know, I'm speaking physically. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about physically. It's already happening. Hey, warfare is happening all over. All
yep,
right. Bombs are getting dropped left and right. You know what I'm saying?
war
Okay.
games, man.
War games. Yep, exactly, bro. War games, man. This ain't no joke. And see, these Americans think everything's gonna be real smooth. All right, they're gonna be able to set up generational wealth. You know, they're gonna be able to do some investments, be the next TikTok star. You know what I'm saying?
Cashing your
Yeah, they're worried
401k.
about that stuff. While you know, across the pond, as they say, right? You got you know people dying left and right, and that's eventually gonna come to here in America. All right.
Yep.
to home, and it's going to start off first by people getting drafted. You
Yeah,
know, and then once that phase is done, they get the draft going, they deploy troops, wherever. There's eventually going to be a physical strike in America. Something's going to happen at some point. What do we always bring it out? You have that Red Dawn situation.
yeah.
You know,
One of the reasons why that's going to happen is because what happens in times of war, the majority of your funding goes towards war. And you look at the state of the economy as it is right now. All right, if we go to war, this place is gonna be pretty much broke, man. All right, you're not gonna have food in the stores. You're not gonna have people delivering food. All right, it's gonna be it's no nobody's gonna be in these schools because there's not gonna be any enough money to pay any of these teachers, which they were already protesting about and still protest about. That they want larger classrooms and larger pay. Well, that shit is out the door. As soon as you started protesting, it was a no. All right. What the Lord is planning to do is to break this place down completely,
yeah,
and they might do, they might do a bailout to the system, like with this little, or we'll establish a job here, we'll move things to make things look right. How they were doing the stimulus bailouts for the economy or to help certain to give you a little bread and circus to kind of ignore what's actually going on. But in that day, that's not happening because they're not gonna give a fuck about it. We're in the shit. In that day, the government is going to pretty much completely forsake its people to a militarized system, of a police state while they're operating on taking on over territories overseas.
can I add real quick? Um, and this is actually gonna kind of tie into both the economy and also how you're gonna actually have these particular foreigners that are basically flooding. It's not only the U.S. Okay, but those particular people are gonna actually be these I guess you could say foreign troops, right? Because you have some truck driver was telling me that what did he say? He basically was saying that the like the loads and shipments, the payment is really bad right now. And he was saying the reason why is because one, of course, the economy is not doing too well. But the second thing is you have a lot of these foreigners, whether they be these Venezuelans, all right, Colombians, but he was also mentioning these in particular East Indians. There's other people as well too. You got a lot of
Yeah,
Arabs, etc. Right, a lot of Russians. What is that? Eastern Europeans coming in illegally, doing these jobs for for lower pay. But he mentioned in specific those East Indians because in they're flooding Canada right now, right? Toronto, Montreal.
oh yeah,
Okay,
they pissing their ass off.
yep. But he was telling me what's happening is in particular in those cities, what they're doing is they'll have those East Indians getting the cargo because they're getting paid way less than what these Americans are getting paid, and they're just taking basically all this work, and like I said too, a lot of them are actually troops disguised as a quote unquote refugee. And
Yeah,
then once they get that call, hey, things are about to pop off, you know. So a lot of shit's about to happen, man. A lot of shit. But
yeah. Rajun, as that you was fucking having beers with, he's as soon as he gets that call, y'all at the bar, you just got off work. What's going on, Patel? You cool? He just shoot your ass.
exactly, bro. So
He pulled that fucking.
and,
Hey man, yeah,
they've been saying it. And I know you've been reading the comment boards. They're like, oh, it's a Muslim takeover. It's an Islamic takeover. You know what I'm saying? With all
yeah,
these migrants coming in because it's everywhere. It's basically where all Esau strongholds. This is how you know Esau's falling too. It's happening in America,
yep.
Europe, Canada, so on and so forth. His whole kingdom's crumbling, man. But you got it, Aki. Get the precepts though. Been talking a
Con,
lot.
con,
No, it's
con,
all
con.
good, Aki. But these are key points. Sometimes you do gotta talk a little bit. All right, so the people know what's going on.
I'm
Okay.
going to start up again. This is Luke 12 and 49. It says, I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? But I have a baptism to be baptized with. And how am I straightened until it be accomplished? Yeah, because when Yahweh Shai died on the cross, that sealed the deal for every last prophecy that's about to happen. All right. And it says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division.
Woo. Yep. So the Lord, He already told us that there's going to be division in this world. Okay. So this is why we're seeing, you know, this whole layout right now. Okay. And this is a good thing because hey, there has to be great destruction. Okay. There has let me get this. This has to occur. Isaiah chapter 19, and I'll start at 1. It says here, the burden of Egypt, behold, and this is talking about modern day Egypt here in America. Okay. Behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud. All right, talking about the chariots, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And you see, that's got to be fulfilled. That division amongst Esau, that division amongst these people, all right, they live in modern day Egypt. All right. We have to see these things. Hey, look, you go to a family event, and there might be a brawl that breaks out just over some political stuff. All right, over somebody might be a part of the alphabet community. You know what I'm saying? They might somebody might get offended. Next thing you know, there's a goddamn brawl, man. I'm voting for Kamala. Well, I'm voting for Trump. Next thing you know, people are fucking throwing lefts and rights. You know what I'm saying? So this has to happen, and that's just something small. Imagine when the lack of resources are around. When there's no medicine, food, water. All right, a proper plumbing, electricity. You know what I'm saying? When all these things actually start collapsing, these people are gonna go nuts, man.
Right. It's a social war right now, but like the brother said, when necessity goes out the door, it's gonna be a whole different thing. Because right now, that's the reason why it says that the tree is if these things be done like this in the green, shit, I can get that. As a matter of fact, was it the Luke the 23rd chapter? Cause yeah, man, you got people going crazy and wilding out right now, but when necessity leaves out the door, all right, when necessity goes, that's pretty much it, man. Uh,
Let me get this for you, since you said it,
Con.
and you could look for that. Arc. This is Second Ezra 15:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, you see, these people are just going to be and that spirit of a I mean, they're already in it, but it's just going to go to the next level of that dog eat dog world. That dog eat dog mindset. You got
Oh
it,
shit, I
I
don't have
take
that.
it. You know what I'm saying? That's literally what's going to happen. You know, they already. I'll say this: we're damn near ready in a society, anarchy society. Okay, they don't
Yep.
have enough. What do you call those? Police officers or, in general, first responders like that anymore. Okay, really, this place is only intact because of people's belief in it, the illusion that it's that it's up and running, but it's really falling apart. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of these cops. Look, man. Well, first off, people don't want to be a cop because of the of the lack of pensions that they're having now. Two, if you're a cop, you're basically like a target now. A lot of
Yep.
people hate cops. Okay. Three, look, you can't even do your job properly. Yeah, you arrest somebody. Next thing you know, like I just seen this recently. I don't know the whole situation. I didn't get to I didn't look too much into it, but there was some dude, all right, some older, older that might be called older nigger, Okay, all right, with dreadlocks that got basically subdued by the police, and this is becoming another big thing. They're saying, oh, he's using excessive force. Mind you, this dude had a gun on him. This guy's got a gun, but they're saying the police are using excessive force. Come on, bro.
You talking about the guy in California?
No, it was in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
This happened. I think yesterday. It's just
Oh
something that I
shit.
saw on social media. But point being, what I'm trying to get at is, cops can't even do their job, so no one even wants to deal with it anymore. It's like, man, well, what's the point?
You telling somebody how to take a shot?
The city gets sued. Yeah, a lot of times you're getting sued too now, because they'll have like they'll sue the city, and they'll have like a personal lawsuit against you as well. So a lot of people are like, I don't know, man, this is getting a little too risky. So with that being said, there's no one really patrolling the streets, and people are really realizing that. That's why there's a lot of we've been mentioning this on the line, how there's a lot of killings. People are getting away with it. All right, you have a lot of shootings on the expressways, a lot of carjackings, robberies, because people are understanding. Wait a minute, hey, the cops, they're not going to get here till what, 2 hours later, unless they're legit right in front of me. So this society is hanging on by a thread, man. But you got it, Doc.
Yeah, no, this is Luke chapter 23, verse 31. It says, "For if they do these things in the green tree, what shall be done in the dry?" All right. Con. Yeah, because just like with that being said, right now it's not to the point to where you can't get necessity or even certain wants, man. Because people can still get the things that they desire, different types of victuals. All right, you know, you can still go out and have entertainment, the bread and circus. All right, but when all that stops, then you're gonna see things start to change, kind of how like they did in 2020, and then you're gonna have a lot of people they're gonna have the mindset, because that's how crazy that this devil has done things, man. All right, in the time of 2020, they was all panicking, but since they've been through it before, the people who don't believe in the Most High, that's really what I'm gonna call y'all. When this comes around, you're gonna have that mindset of, okay, it's just gonna reset again. It's just gonna open back up. It's
Yep.
just gonna open back up, and then all
Yeah,
hell's gonna break loose on your ass, man.
I got a
You should have had
scripture.
that mind. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
This is Psalm chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their
Perfect.
dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. But just to back you up, Ak, they believe that it's going to continue forever and ever and ever and ever. Everything's going to bounce back. We're going to bounce back. We're going to bounce back. We're going to bounce back. You know. But see, we're at the decline of this society. There is no bouncing back. There's only so many times you can what do you call that? For lack of words, resurrect somebody, right? You got those what do you call those, Doc? We got the EMTs. They got those electric thing. I forgot what they're called, but they jump you. You know what I'm saying?
Con.
To restart your heart. There's only so many times you can do that. So
Right,
like, I can't
right, right,
remember the
right.
exact
No,
terminology for it. But point being,
no,
though, there's only
AED machine.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So there's only so many times you could do that to somebody. Hey, eventually the heart's going to give out, and that's what we're seeing, man. There's only so many times that America could get restarted, so to speak, get rejumped. You know, eventually it's just gonna give out, and we're in those days, man. This place doesn't have that much longer. You can really see it. All right. They were just saying, man, there's so much that we can go into. I mean, geez, they're saying that the house market's about to defibrillator the water, brother. Another brother posted it, but they're saying that we're the housing. Oh, shit, what the hell was that? Salakiak, you went off screen, but there's always they were saying that the housing market's about to pop. You have all these car payments that are what do you call those? They're delinquent. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, shit, bro. They just said that there's a huge increase in what do you call that? Unemployment right now. But you're telling me that this place is good? Come on, bro. This shit's done, man.
I got a precept. This is Luke chapter 21, verse verse 25. It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and waves roaring." Which is funny because you just had a mudslide on Tuesday that killed like 93 people out there in India. You've been having floodings down there in Texas, this summer. All right, freakish heat waves all over the globe. All right, all this, and then also we just got out of the eclipse, and then it was a full moon Sunday, but not this Sunday. It was like, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, around like the 20th or so, the 18th, off in that July. You had a full moon that Sunday, and it was I forgot they called it a certain type of full moon, which it was really bugged out, and that was the same weekend that all the technology was going haywire and shit. And then that Saturday before that Sunday, the moon was like red. I had ended up capturing it on camera. It was like fucking blood red, man. But those are signs that the Most High is coming back. All right, and He's gonna keep on showing those signs with the crazy actions of the people in the uproars. All right, the protests and the riots, all right, that's going on throughout the globe. All right, the Lord will show you the signs, and He'll show you the prophecies on why these things and what's going to happen, and then it happens out there, man. All right, then you see about, damn, it was a freakish earthquake that just happened in a place that don't even have earthquakes like that.
We had
All right,
tornadoes in Illinois. That's all I'm gonna say.
Which is pretty rare.
We're not talking about in central Illinois. We're talking about in the Chicagoland area. And that's not real shit. That's really never happened. That happened. You might have heard one in like what in the 1960s and 70s in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like what 50 years ago? That was the last tornado. You had 24 touchdown throughout the Chicagoland area. All within an hour away from downtown. That's crazy, Ak. Come on,
Lord
man.
visited in the whirlwinds.
Yep. Come on, bro.
It says Luke 21:26, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. All right. So these are signs that we're gonna see soon. We're gonna see the deliverance of our Lord, man. Soon we're gonna see the deliverance of the elect, because this place is breaking down, man. And the elect, are here. And the Lord is not gonna have His people be broken down with this place. No, He's gonna destroy this place, and as He's destroying it, He's gonna deliver His people, man. All right. You know, what does it say? In delivering, I shall save it. How He's gonna save Israel, man. All right. But verse 27, it says, Shalaki, it says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken, right? Because what does it says? In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, because the elites, they know that they're going down, man. That's the reason why they're making all these moves that they can, man. All right. The Lord said, how can he come and take the thief except, I mean, how can he come and take the house except he first bind up the strong man? So that's what the Lord is doing. He's breaking this devil down to the point that he's feeble, to where it's easy prey, man. It's easy pickings.
And everybody knows that, man. Everybody knows that Esau is he's weak right now. Okay. In particular, the American Edomite. All right. They've been, there's been so many reports about how Russia and China have, more superior, all right, weaponry than them. Okay, here in America, look, every time you go out, all you see is Jay clapping the white woman. You know what I'm saying? That's all I've been seeing, bro. And we're not talking about some ugly fat chicks. No, we're talking about top tier Edomite women that want Jake. All right, I don't care if it's Tyrone, Carlos, Julio. All right, that's all I've been seeing. Jay clapping these women, man. All right, that's a sign of their downfall. You know, the Edomite woman doesn't want the Edomite male. He's a loser, a
That's right.
crybaby. He has no spice to him. You know what I'm saying? No salt. This guy's done, man. It's evident. Whole world is seeing. That's why the scriptures say what? He's the one that had us in derision. I think that's how it's worded.
Yeah, the Lord shall have them.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Where it says, was this the man that weakened the nation? There we go.
Isaiah 14.
Yep. All right. We're at that point now. This is the guy that weakened the nations. Him. You know, we're really getting to that point. See, it's just all the Lord has to do is just allow this World War III to actually, take place, to finish out. Okay, and then after that, it's a wrap, man. It's literally a wrap after that. Because look, after WW3, okay, there's gonna be no more weaponry anymore. And then what does this
Yep.
guy have? He's not intelligent. He's not strong. You know. All right, hey, but do you have something or not?
Yeah, I got that Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 16. It says, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet." Yeah, like the brother said, we're starting to see the first pretense of that, man, because he's falling. All right, it's coming. It's people are coming more to the realization. Yeah, this nigga, he ain't got much longer, man. All right. Even though these other nations thinking that they're about to rule, they really see that this superpower that was known as America, Babylon the Great, in the Bible, is not what it used to be, and that's what they keep. Even Russia kept saying that. You know, it's like, damn, it's like this place is really degraded. They already had art with you. You know, going back to like the Cold War, but at least then this place wasn't so goddamn gay, man.
Oh
It's
boy.
wicked wasn't extremely made manifest. All right. But even that one, I forget the one mercenary that they had freed for that tall ass, big ass mannish bitch. All right, which is folly as hell. He even said, he said, I love America, but it's not what it used to be. He was
Exactly.
like, it lost its power, it lost its moral. It used to have something about itself, and it doesn't. It has no substance, man. At one point, yeah, America was wicked, but it was kind of cool. It wasn't this fucking bad, you know.
Bro,
Aside from things, victuals and things being more cheap, you know, which is what the scripture said. All right, you know, it was actually it were there were things that you could do, but it was also kind of progressive in a way.
oh, it
But
was, bro. You,
yeah,
you you go back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, stuff like that. Even though 80s, 90s, whatever. America was progressive with technology, you know, with infrastructure, so on and so forth. Bro, who's leading it now? It's the East. All right, all those Asian countries, China, Japan. All right, all them Arab countries. What do you got? Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Which is was it the United Arab Emirates, Russia? This place is through out here. I was even gonna mention the Olympics, bro. America used to always like basically win gold and damn near everything. Now they're struggling. Hey, bro. I gotta say this: when America is struggling to get gold in basketball, that's a sign, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Come on, man.
Hey, and then another thing, since you said gold, it made me think about the fact that most of those Asian countries own pieces of America because they didn't give back the money that they owed them. But this is Sirach chapter 29, uh verse 16. A sinner will overthrow the good estate of his surety, which is your pledge, man. All right. You made pledges with these people and deals, and you broke them all. All right. At one point, you tried to give back tungsten to Asia, thinking they wouldn't go test it, and they found you to be a liar, man. All right. There's gold in Fort Knox, man. Sure, they at least got that shit. If there's any amount of, I'm not saying that America ain't got like some of these, at least that live in America or lower luminaries, they got that little stuff, but they don't have money, man. All right. The majority of the wealth is owned by the elites. All
Yep.
right. The real wealth is owned by the elites. All right.
Chunk of it's in the Vatican.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And who's gonna touch the Vatican? And no one's gonna
Exactly.
touch the Vatican. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Right. Because they got our silver and gold in there, man. You know, they got our goodly things in there, man. Doing God knows what. And just like going back to that Daniel, man. When the handwriting was on the wall, what happened? You know, Daniel he came and he made the vision made known to Belshazzar, all right, the son of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, because this nigga was he was eating and drinking, thinking he was the shit. With the Lord's victories, like shit, they might as well call me God. This is my shit now, yo. Then that's when the Lord came for your ass.
God.
Like, okay, all right, that's it. The Lord said that's it. Just like with this place, man. Many to call up Harson. You found your time is up. You've been weighed in the balance, and you owe. So aside from your time is being up, you also have a judgment that has to be performed for that, man, for the things that you've done. Your tab is well overdue, man.
God. Hey, I gotta we gotta wrap this up. I gotta get out, get out of here. But did you have any more in that or no?
No, that was it.
I was gonna end it in the Isaiah 14. I'm gonna read up above a little bit though.
Come.
This is Isaiah 14, and I'll get 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp, meaning your pride, is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. And they, worms, you got to remember, like they can, slowly destroy your your crops, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And basically, that's what's happening to Esau's kingdom is slowly but surely becoming, decrepit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What is that? What's that word? Goes into being decayed. You know. Oh man, I can't remember the word right now. It's a decadent society.
Yeah.
Okay, you see, and it says here, verse 12, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" And this is talking about Esau, Edom. Okay, all right. For those who don't know, this is talking about them as a people. It's not, Satan. The angel of light. You know what I'm saying? No.
Human adversary.
Okay. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. Okay, and that's going into two things. You do have Esau throwing up them satellites, in space, but those stars also represent, Jake. You can read that in Genesis. I forget which chapter, but it goes into it's with Joseph, how he saw his brothers as stars. All right, he really believes that he's above us when he's not. This guy is below us. Hey, we're the top nation. We're just getting punished right now. That's why the Lord has us at the lowest level possible.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's keep reading. It says, "I will." It says, "I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." And you mentioned it, Ak, how these nations in the times past, and also right now with Esau, especially Esau, when they get into power, they actually think they're real gods now.
Yeah.
You know. But what does it say here? Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. See, the Lord's going to bring you down. Okay? It's only in due time. And we're already seeing the process, happen. The Lord doesn't need to just, pop up one day and, just strike you down, which that is going to happen. But the Lord's playing with you. It's like how, like a lion, all right? Or these different, like a leopard, a cat, whatever, right? How they play with their prey at first. They already got it, it's already in their hands, but they'll let them run around a little bit. They'll slap them down, hop on it, pounce on it one time, wring it by the neck for for a second. The damn gazelle's still alive. You know what I mean? And then finally they'll just snap it and just eat it up. That's what the
All
Lord's
right, I'm
doing with
done.
Esau.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just all right. This is over with. I had my fun.
Exactly, man. So that's it though on that. Because you read pretty much the rest of it. I just wanted to bring that part out too. Do you have anything else, Ak?
No, that's it. That's it.
All right. Well, hey, with that, Akim, hopefully it was edifying whomever was listening. Hey, we're almost out of here. Just keep fighting, keep pushing. And with that, hopefully this was edifying, and we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahasham,
Bahashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
Bahasham,
Bahashem,
Yahweh.
Rakakwadash. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you brothers out there. Shalom and a Bible Ball. Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, shalom.